Greetings, YouTube. So we are back with some more Triangle Strategy. Interesting name, but so far, a wonderful game. I'm enjoying it a lot. We had a lot of story get dumped on us in the first one, had a little bit of combat, kind of saw, what the system is going to look like, and I'm excited. I think this is going to be fun. I like a lot of the characters we've met so far, and the story they're kind of telling is pretty interesting. So I'm excited. I know this is only part two, but so far, I'm pretty in on it. So, yeah, we're going to hop on into it and see what exactly we got going on in part two. So, we saved, we did a little side mission last time. And yeah, now we're going to go to Castle Wolfort. Or at least that's how everybody says it. I thought it was Wolf Fort, but it sounds like they just kind of like ignore the second W. It's just Wolfort.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Taciturn woman. Interesting.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Who is going to be the booming man? Is that our father?
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so?
Okay, not our brother. Yeah.
Or can't
I
you
don't
see
think
that
so.
It was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Maybe like a family friend.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
Okay, so like I said, family friend.
You'll
We've
be the
grown
lady
up
of
knowing
House
him.
Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
Oh shit, she get no time to settle in? We're just
I am aware
immediately
that
getting
in
married?
all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
I don't think Grilla's evil, chat. I think she's gonna be okay. She is, she seems like she's okay. The one that I'm worried about is, Mr. Loud Booming Voice. He seems like he's that character that is just, like, super positive and, like, just a big friend. And then when they need to make a point that somebody's evil, he's going to be the person that gets killed by them. And so I'm very concerned for his safety. So we will see how this goes.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
Does it count as me finding the perfect bride if somebody arranged this marriage for me? Eridor, I think you're giving me too much credit. Also, Peachy has abandoned her post, so that is sad.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
So, I realized I was talking, and I still had the mic muted. But, basically, I was just like, oh, since the other people got added to our party, I feel a little bit more capable of Grilla being evil, since, apparently anybody can get added to the party. And then I was also talking about how dope Anna is, the fact she gets 2 actions in the same turn, and she can become sneaky sneaky. Like, she is the stealth boy. She is the best Rogu. And then we got Eridor, draws the enemy's attacks. Counterattacks will, when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. Ooh, that is... Dude, he is pretty sick, too. Damn, can I keep these guys with me? They feel too awesome to be able to keep with me, though. Like, something's going to give. Also, the fact that they...
well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenella and his bride are wed.
So, what I was going to say is, the fact that it just told me what everybody's good at in combat honestly makes me very nervous, because I feel like a combat's coming. And I want to know who's trying to red wedding us, because that shit ain't cool. That's not going to fly here. I got super dope guardians. They got really cool abilities. So, yeah, bring it.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regna for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day. The tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are 2 things I should make clear.
I hope we actually get to participate in the tourney, and it's not just like a, we make decisions, and the decisions kind of lead to who wins. I'd much rather actually get to fight and have my character, have a chance at winning, even if it's something where if we lose, then, somebody else gets the victor and it changes stuff.
Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Because we cool, man, we cool.
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
Don't tell me that we're not going to let him fight for us either. That would be upsetting. Please let the dude fight.
And so we came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health?
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's
Here we go,
stable.
guys.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Alrighty. Just gonna swing around, make sure there's no side quests again. Because that last side quest honestly added a bunch of context. So I can't imagine not having done it. Alright, we look good, so we're gonna hop into main story.
Father,
Okay.
I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today.
Okay, so we acted as kind of like peace
I do not
boys.
deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
I'm curious to see what this Rosellan blood thing is, because I feel like so far it's gotten thrown around a lot as though it's like a taboo thing, but they haven't explained to us exactly what it means, so I'm hoping right here they're going to give us something.
Oh ho! I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance.
This all makes sense so
And
far.
yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
Because they were tentative on this alliance?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse,
We could be cast away like pawns.
Well, shit.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
It's okay, Frederica.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
I feel like they keep going back and forth on saying Will Fort or Wolfort. Uh-oh. His heart done gave out, guys.
Father!
Lord Simone!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision.
Oh yeah, let me fight.
As of this day, I abdicate
Oh.
my position as Lord of House Wolfort.
Holy shit, that was not what I was
You will serve in my
expecting.
stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But Father, I'm not ready to...
Damn. That's pretty crazy.
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
That makes me feel suspicious. I'm suspicious of everybody, guys.
Father, I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person.
Let's be pals.
This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Who is you?
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House.
Why do I feel like he's gonna get killed or something?
Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son.
Something doesn't feel right.
And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
A young hawk soars completed. Maybe this game will have less political intrigue than I'm expecting, but like right now, I'm like expecting twists and betrayals at every plot point. You know, like if we don't have a bunch of that, then my heart will be much easier.
30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm.
We know something goes wrong, so I'm just like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, this feels too good.
One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Ooh, are we about to get a decision? Chapter 2, To Arms, Brave Warriors. So we gotta do a wedding and then be off to find the tourney.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost.
I'm kind of curious if this is going to be a situation where, you know, maybe even there isn't betrayal, but my father dies, and him being like the calming voice, the words of wisdom that, kept peace happening. All of a sudden I'm left behind and everybody's just like, well, why would we listen to this kid, that kind of thing. And so then all of a sudden, nobody's there to calm them down, and, issues arise from that. I'm basically speculating, covering all my bases, but I got lots of thoughts, lots of theories where we're going with this.
I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
God knows he much.
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
Got him.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Correct.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in
Okay, so he's said it in front of other people now. I was kind of concerned about the fact that
advocating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both.
I was worried that it was going to be a situation where, like, he said he was abdicating for us, and then he was going to die before he could tell anybody that, and everybody's like, well, that's suspicious. Serenoa killed him because he wanted the throne. It's like, no, he already promised it to me, but nobody knew that. Because, like, as far as, everybody else is concerned, they're kind of like, oh, once he dies, then it comes to me. Whereas he's wanting to step down, get to, like, enjoy some of his life and not have to be, doing what he's been doing this entire time. So I like that word is out, though, we got a lot of guards here, so, like, I'm hoping that there's enough witnesses to where it's not going to be a problem.
I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Well, I mean, I don't like the way she said that.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Uh-oh.
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes? I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House.
Okay.
Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
I will do my best, Dad.
Of course, Father.
Alrighty, let's get to hunting down our fiance's cousin. I suppose this is a good opportunity to speak with common folk. The flow of the game compromises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle and more. Left stick is run and walk, directional button is run, hold B or R to dash, and then to end the exploration phase and continue the story, press the plus button. Alrighty. Oh, holy crap, we book it. Okay, so that is good. They got an exclamation over their head. Ooh. So it's not just like talk to everybody and see if they got something for you. Though it looks like we can still talk to regular civilians. What do you got? The most esteemed personages of the nation will be attending the ceremony. That's weird where they're putting the punctuation. The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony. I hear. A veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. Yeah, their punctuation's really weird. What up? Eridor, how you doing? I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. That was weird. I feel like sometimes the dialogue's not matching up. A lot of folk have come to town for the ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in wide-eyed wonder. Did you know where he was wandering? This town is prosperous, and its people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement by my experiences. You are too kind, Lord Dragan. Ah, my apologies, but you are... The apology should be mine. I'm Cyrano Wolfart. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured, I shall be punctual in my arrival. Sounds good to me. Ooh, this dude kind of looks like a badass. He's a grizzled veteran. No, he's a merchant. Ah, I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift should best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simon will spark inspiration. When they give us these options, I think I'm going to start trying to do voices for them. I know that I didn't for the first couple. I just gave them basic man voice. By your request, Benedict, I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to House Wolfort. Sick. I'm excited to have her as part of my group. To see the peace we enjoy now, one would never think, but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in war. I feel like that was a terrible one, but I'm sticking with it. The Salt Iron War seems naught but a far-off nightmare now. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragan's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I could think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. Well, That's good. What you gotta say? I've been tasked with attending you at your ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. I feel like I gave him a bad guy voice, and that wasn't on purpose. Just trying to mix it up. Alright, I don't got a young girl voice, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's do this. We're playing hide and seek till Dad comes home. I need to find a place to hide, and quick! I feel like the top and bottom ones are like, alright, the kid is just like, okay, grown up. I feel like this middle one, you know, we're being hashtag relatable to the kids, so we're gonna go with this. Barrels? I would never thought of that, my lord. Hee hee. They'll never find me now. I speak from experience, they won't. However, there may be even better hiding places to be found around town. You're right, my lord. I'll find a hiding place no one's ever thought of before. What's up? My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. Alright, Gila. My wife's suspicious of you, so... My actual wife, not, not video game wife. There is no rest for a young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the way of the land, so that we might share the weight of your duties. I appreciate that. Oop, I saw it glowing over here. What do we got? HP recovery pellet. Sick. Alright, I think she's the last one I need to talk to, then I'm good. Nope, I already talked to you. That's not at all who I was leaning towards. Frederica. I feel like I need to give her a different female voice, but I'm not good at doing female voices. Alright, let's try... It's just like him to gallivant off with nary a word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? You know, a town, you must take time to relish your company. That's what Eredor told me, in perhaps more colorful words. It is the part of the central commerce, a town built on taxes, but not at the expense of fair trade. Wolford is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. I like that one. And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I am sure. There are always threats to the peace, however. As you encounter with the bandits proved. Of course. Simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task in itself. You have given me much to consider. Alright, and then I see another glowing thing up here while I was talking to her. Alright, give a quick run around, just make sure. We're looking good. Alright, I don't see anything else, so we're going to call it there. End that exploration. At the banquet.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolford.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
Well, that's nice.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzam's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I find it weird that when they were going through, they're like, okay, 3 things. Salt, iron, and negotiations. It just seems like a little bit weird. You would think they would have gone with a 3rd resource. Like, you know, maybe you got salt, iron, and like agriculture or something like that, you know? Like, salt, iron, and somebody to sell the shit. Seems like a weird one, but I guess I get what they're kind of trying to do by having us be in the middle, kind of like a middleman to negotiate for both sides. It feels kind of like a weird one. But I don't know. We'll see.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
Whoa, Lila, step off. I don't like you as much as
I
him.
need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Oh!
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Yeah, it actually is. You call each other out on your shit.
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant.
Alright, so I'm just going to throw it out here. If this is like a divine boon that is directly granted to, you know, those she deems worthy, it seems like a weird thing for you guys to be selling. Like, that feels a little sacrilegious to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because if God was to sit here and be like, here is salt to the worshippers and believers, like they are saying, giving it away when they're not, you know, chosen individuals seems a little sacrilegious. So, you know, I'm sensing a little bullshit where they're using the teachings when it's convenient for them.
By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
Yeah, because you suck.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the 3 of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Well said, Dragan.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of
Hey,
finance
don't
and politics
undercut
do not
me.
come to us naturally.
I'm the Lord now.
This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be.
Alright, that's good too.
Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No
Or
matter
any
how
peoples
mighty the
should they
threat,
need our help.
We will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
I definitely don't like the Salt Nation. Like, they're gonna have to do some serious work to convince me that they're not bad guys.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the
Okay, then we're in
privileged few.
agreement. Why are you being such a
All
bitch?
those who live require it. Not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute.
And there stems our problem. So, Lila and her people aren't bad. They're just sitting here listening to a prophet who is spouting off nonsense to them, telling them how things have to be done, when they obviously have feelings that it should be done another way. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that their goddess is good and benevolent and just and kind. So therefore, it kind of feels like this Hierophant is kind of speaking some stuff that's counterintuitive, but he is the absolute word. He is the only one who, you know, is able to speak the words of the goddess. So I'm seeing where the problem is, guys.
But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
That would be interesting if these were the
Yes, Father.
3 leaders for the nations later on. Which, you know, it seemed like those 3 wouldn't have any problems. It just seems like the overhead is kind of an issue. Alright, so we got that side quest over there. Nothing over here. Also, I like that it's like a heart-shaped lake. Alright, still nothing up there. Alright, so we're going to do this little side quest boy. See what's happening.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
That's a little traumatic.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure.
Franny, quit being such a piece
Father
of
has
shit.
a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
Franny, every child deserves the attention of their parents.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
Agreed.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance.
Franny,
Lord.
I will kick your ass during this game. I
speak
guarantee
only the
it.
truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
A king is not above everybody else and deserves to be questioned and second-guessed by his people.
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Roland, I like you so much.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind.
We brokered
Use
peace.
them well
Why
when you
why
can,
is he
but
so
be
willing to
ready
jump
bring
on
down
us?
your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Roland, I really do like
really
you.
think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
I can't wait to kick Franny's ass.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother!
Yeah, Franny, you piece of shit. Damn, man. I'm seeing some bad guys within both of these places so far.
yield.
Roland, you can't be giving up. Come on, man. You're supposed to be a badass. You're supposed to be
Your
helping.
spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
Is he
You've
the
always
golden
been able
spear
to
or
see
whatever they said it was?
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Roland's a simple
Oh, I
man.
hear disapproval in your voice.
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
Oh yeah. He's with
I take the
us.
field
He's
with
gonna
House
kick some
Wolf.
ass.
Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Oh. It's a high
Surely
compliment.
you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Right? Be a badass and just rock this tourney. Show them what your role is, you know, that you're here to fight for your house and you're going to, you know, you're going to be the spear of your house. You're going to be the one that protects, and you know, while all the backroom dealings are being done by your brother who will eventually be king, you're going to be the enforcer. You're going to be the one that they have to deal with when he's too incompetent to do his job. You're going to be the one that makes them scared and forces them to make a deal with him rather than have to deal with you. Roland, you got this. They're setting up these characters really well. I already feel for them. I'm enjoying this.
Now that's what I call a feast.
I like Dragan already, too.
You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man.
Oh man, he's sizing me up for himself.
His eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
Oh, is that because of what I said
No
to her
apologies are
earlier?
needed.
Oh, that's sweet.
I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you.
Dragon, you have had a bit to drink.
Perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Ooh.
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
So we're setting up bad
True,
guys
of
in every
course it
side.
is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place. So we're setting up bad guys in every side.
Is this...
I know Frederica's suffering all too well. my own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds.
You tell him, Dragan.
And
Dragan.
so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
He has me a little bit nervous.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
It's a great reminder.
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity.
Something's gonna go wrong, man.
I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
So we got, it is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well. I'm kind of suspect of everything, so I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I think I need to keep it positive, so I'm going to go with this.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations.
I didn't realize I could hide that, guys. That's my bad.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
A naive fool.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength.
My thoughts exactly. I think that with all this evil we're seeing, that people are going to need a kind-hearted person to rally around.
It is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn.
That is an incredible way to put it.
Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be written large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
We drink a little bit too much?
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
I was worried he was poisoned. Okay. I was honestly scared there for a second.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces.
Don't worry, we'll do it.
But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Oh, heck.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me,
I like that you can see the animation of his tummy moving.
Certainly.
That's so good.
Serenoa, let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Oh, who is this?
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Simon's wife,
Save your
Benedict's
apologies,
sister?
Benedict.
What do we think?
Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above
Nope,
all
okay.
her
Just still an
advices.
advisor.
As do I. For 30 years, you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
Which, if he betrays us,
My
will make it all the
lord.
worse.
I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
Damn.
My lord.
Is he really about to die the night
And
before
so
this?
I entrust Serenoa to you.
Shit, what terrible
our
timing,
house.
man.
Pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
So we didn't actually see him die, so maybe he's not going to die just yet. Alright, look in just to make sure. Okay, doesn't look like any side stuff. Just want to make sure I got it. Okay, we're looking good. Alright, so I think before that, going to go to system, save it, save side. Actually no. Here. We're going to do new save. Because I want to, you know, make sure I have that kind of thing available. Alrighty, so it looks like they got 10 spots. Not bad. Alright, just in case I have difficulties and need to pull it back up. But hey, that's where we're going to end this video. I will see you guys in the next one where we're going to, you know, make it to the tourney, see what exactly goes down. This gets us through the first 3 chapters, and, you know, once the first 3 chapters are done, we gotta wait for the full game. So I have a sneaking suspicion that stuff is going to kick off during the 3rd chapter. So, yeah, I am excited to see what exactly we got going on here to wrap up the 2nd chapter and dip into the 3rd chapter. But, you know, we'll do that in the next video. But, goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate if you liked, commented, subscribed, followed, all the things on all the platforms. This video was recorded on twitch.tv/Glinting Ruffian, and I would love to see you there live. If you can't make it over to watch live, then you can watch the videos later on YouTube over at the Glinting Ruffian channel. If that's not enough content for you, My wife makes highlights of the videos and puts them on TikTok at Glinting Ruffian. And last but not least, I also tweet my thoughts on video game stuff on Twitter, also at Glinting Ruffian. Once again, I appreciate you watching this video. It truly does mean a lot to me, and I hope to see you in the next video.